Okay, first of all, I want uh, make sure you are aware how the situations are changing in the market. So, Vijay Nashira, you have experience a lot. Um, yeah, so you can share your perspectives too. You might have seen already in the market, the entry level jobs, junior developer jobs are very, very tight. The expectations are a lot. You need to know a lot of things. But at the same time, e- the demand for lead consultant and architect roles are increasing. Analyst, I mean, not data analyst, technical analyst, architect, lead consultant. And small developer, if you say, I'm a just developer, I write this. I don't know what is, somebody should give me, I will do this. Thus, that parts are fading away. Why? Because earlier, if you write 10 lines of code, it's really good. People, wow, you wrote this. Wow, it's working. It will be like that. But now, with reasonable effort, I don't say it's quite easy. You take any AI assistant, it give you a bunch of code you can understand. You need to know where to execute. You get errors as long as you can see the errors and try to spend some time address it. But more than anything, how you talk to business, how you coordinate business, and attend the meetings, and make sure that you understand what they need, and finally package it your role, uh, and add value to the business. Isn't it that is always valuable, that is always appreciable, even last 20 years. But now people are looking that type of people mainly. Nasira, Vijay, anything you want to add on that for our friends to understand?
Yeah, that's correct, sir. They're actually looking, more senior and architect role with the overall view of the technologies, right? Just
Mm-hmm.
not like one individual component.
Mm-hmm.
Earlier, I would say actually, there was used to be so much specialization in one particular area,
Mm.
but they want, the holistic view, they're expecting, business are expecting, these, from the tech people, basically. Yeah.
Correct. Excellent. So, Vijay, you want to add anything?
Yeah, on the same note, earlier like one tech is enough, Chinigar. Now it is even cloud also. The expectation is the people has to be strong in AWS, Azure, and Google, like multiple data streams or technology-wise, all the concepts on Gen AI and data-related things. So people should be strong in everything now. Yeah.
Yeah, let's say you should have very good understanding about overall. Then they expect you can able to do anything by taking the AI tool support. Is that fair?
Yes, Srini. Yeah.
Yeah. So everyone, this is good and bad. Bad because the expectations are a lot, but good because you have an assistant. You have an assistant. See, now you need to be more analytical, more communicative, more value addition type. They need to see a you as a very, very valuable. How that perception about you is important. So it means you are dealing with people. You should be available to people for talk, available to show your face. It's okay. In our class, you don't have to on your camera, but in meetings, if the culture is on the camera, we need to on. So on and off, but at least communicate, set the expectations right. I saw Narsura is my relative, so he has seen me working back to back meeting. I've seen him starting at early 6 o'clock, meetings, make sure expectations are set, then do the work. Right, Nasira? That's been, I got surprised by your working style. You got surprised by my working style. I stayed with you more than a week, correct?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Completely agree with you. The way you work, right? And also, yeah, my life starts, yeah.
Correct. So that's what the reality is all about. We don't have to worry about it. Nobody will die by working hard. Manasa. Nobody will die working hard. See, you work 5 days, still you have Saturday and Sunday with you. Please understand this. You know, you can do a lot of things in Saturday and Sunday. Of course, it, it goes very quickly. It goes very quickly. Uh, so I really encourage. Market is very competitive, but at the same time, opportunities are opening up. This year, last January to this month, or till last month, it's really challenging because a lot of people are experimenting on AI, and they figured it out. Oh, it's all experimentations. We need to know the hype has gone. AI is real. AI is real. Only thing is they want to make sure you apply AI for a practical value, right business value, with the right security, with the quality of data, with proper processes, proper architectures, proper platforms. Those perceptions are getting very consolidated because it's like everyone thought, hey, we can just go and do AI. So everyone got excited. That's why this all chaos, a lot of fears, a lot of projects failed. They could not go to production, all experimentations. Meanwhile, proper protocols have come, the standardizations have come, and awareness about platforms have come. So now hitting the reality. So Vijay, Nasira, hitting the reality. Hey, we thought we go to US, hey, things will be just all right. Hey, of course, US is great, but we need to work hard, right? And marriage, kids, it's all responsibility, right? So no pain, no gain. So it's all responsibility, but it's all good. It's a lot of meaning. We can work together. So as a community, as a people, as in training, we all can encourage each other. So especially Manasa, Charvi, and Bhuvana, this encouragement for you. You must be ready to do a very good work, hard work. Hard work in the not without sleeping, but you need to question yourself, compare yourself. This week, how much I'm improving. Next week, how much I'm better. Just 1 week at a time. Compare. Am I progressing? Don't think, oh, you will become a rock star overnight. No. Manasa, have you started seeing progress in your understanding about Databricks or anything? Manasa, do you
Yeah,
see
I think I
progressing?
have developed a lot, Srini. I'm able to understand the concepts. In the initial days, I have faced some issues like what is, as I am new to that field.
Mhm.
So completely, it was totally different. But now it is good for with me. Yeah.
Absolutely. Anything that when you are doing new, it appears difficult. Even Narasimha has trained so many people in SAP. When they start HR and SAP, they have no clue. But within a month or 2 months or 3 months or within 6 months, they'll be very comfortable. Narasimha, you want to share your experience? So after training so many people, both in India and
Yeah, right. That is correct. Actually, anything that we start afresh, right? A new technology, a new concept. So it's always takes little. It always takes a little bit time to get into. But same thing, right? Anyone, even if I'm learning, right, all the new technologies, it took a while. But I think as we progress along, then it becomes easy. And also, so many things to learn. Actually, so many things are there. Actually, with this latest technology, inventions and things happening around.
Correct. Super. Well said. Vijay, you are also doing many things. You are also trainer in testing and some other areas. You want to share your experience of learning. When you're learning new things, it sounds difficult. But as you start doing it, first understanding the pillars, understanding how things work, then again, a little bit of practice. Maybe a couple of weeks you didn't practice, but at least there is a placeholder. I know how to read this, how to do this. At least have assets, have recordings, at least feel how the framework is. That feeling of comfort, feeling of settling down, it really helps. Anything you want to add, Vijay?
Yeah, completely agreed, Srinivas. So I'm into QA, so basically we use SQL and we use little bit of coding for automation. And so this is a new concept, like where the pipelines are created, how data are created for gold, silver, and bronze. This is a new experience. So more hands-on would be more value add to anyone. Hands-on should be there.
Super. Welcome, Purnima. You want to say hi to everyone?
Good morning.
Excellent. Super. So we are uh, working on Databricks, which is awesome platform, guys. It's really growing now, even much, much better. Earlier, at least, people were thinking Databricks versus Snowflake, etc. It much, much now. The adoption is going to be very, very fast. And now, 2 years back, they have 10,000 customers. In just 2 years, they have now 20,000 customers. So next 1 year, another 10,000 customers will be added. That so it could go to 50,000 customers in 2 to 3 years itself. So you will see everywhere. You will see everywhere because this this company has created software called Spark, the PySpark, whatever you're writing the Python. They have given it free to the world. Even Amazon uses it. Even Snowflake uses it. They call Snow Park. It's a snow park. The Microsoft has a product like Databricks. They also have Azure Databricks. So it's like a cooperation. They sell Databricks, and they trick some people. They also sell other things. But the leading is Databricks because they are pioneers of this technology. So it's being adopted everywhere. The the area itself, big data engineering, this is called big data engineering. People are not using the word big data engineering. Is complex, bringing the data, consolidating into one area, running it in a distributed way is very, very complex technology. But they made complex to less complex. That's the only thing. But still it is challenging. It's a good news. Since it is challenging, only because of that only there are a lot of opportunities put in. People hire you because it's very difficult for them. Then you may be scared. Wow, man, I go there and they all put everything on my head. Oh no, they won't put on your just head. There will be many people. Right, Nasira? Some people think, oh, they do everything in their company. Have you seen some people, especially the new people, think, Nasira?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there'll be so
Even
many people, right?
SAP,
Cleaning.
we enter, right? Oh, they think, oh man, everything I will do, they think, right?
Yeah, yeah.
We'll only do a small part of it, always remember. So, have that in the mind. Okay. Even sometimes, friends also, some people, oh, everything, the whole world they are carrying, they think. So, chill out, guys. Purnima, Manasa. So, we need to be steady um, and understand and progress. No technology is easy now. All the expectations are changed. I'll go to testing, that will be easy. I'll go to Java, that will be easy. No, nothing is easy now because the expectations have increased. Expectations are increased. And this is cutting edge, always be in the cutting edge. Sometimes something sounds easy. Easy means there are more people, more supply, and less demand. So the effect is hard. Even though technology is challenging, since it is cutting edge, more value, it adds more value, the supply will be less and the demand will be more. So you should be always in a more demanding skills. When there is a more demanding skills, even the skills are tough, you can slowly get hold of it, but you will land successfully. And moreover, there will be a community will be encouraging you, will be helping you. But trust me, I've been doing this 70 80 years. It's a really really very cool platform, and great technology. And by learning this, these ideas you can apply anywhere. You go to some other, even work on Snowflake, even some other SAP data analytics system. Anything data analytics is there everywhere now, Vijay. You cannot just do business, that is operational databases. That will be running smoothly. But more insights, more analytics, more advanced analytics through machine learning and data science. More and more automation with intelligent automation, like Gen AI applications, Agentic AI applications. Why do you think they are doing all these things? They're doing this to create jobs, or Purnima, why do you think they're doing this? All these automations and adaptations, new technology, why do you think they're adopting?
I mean, for better performance.
For their own survival. Well said. For their own company. For their own company's survival. More competitive in the market. So that they are profitable. So that they can safeguard the jobs they have. They might cut some jobs. If there are 10,000 jobs, they might cut 500 jobs. It appears scary. But if they don't cut those 500 jobs or 1,000 jobs, those 9,000 jobs will go away if company closes, right? Right, Nasira?
Yeah.
Even life also, right? If someone gets a cancer or some other septic, they remove one hand, leg. Cancer, they do the treatment, chemo. It's nothing is easy. That's hard. But if they don't do that, the whole body will affect it. Right, Narsira?
Yeah, that's correct. It's survival, basically. That's the concept.
Survival. Exactly. I want really Manasa, Bhuvana, Subhashini, I want you to really encourage Charvi, the big picture of the thing. So, life is not easy. But that does not mean we will be crying. No, the whole civilization, even our parents, forefathers, they worked in farms, fields. They don't have even money. Even they get scarcity. They can't even borrow money. At least we can ask now, Purnima, can you gel me $500? You know, you can ask anywhere in the world. Parents can send it. Anyway, I'll stop there. So it's all great stuff, guys. Let's focus on the next milestone. And let's practice what all you've done till now. What we have showcased to you is how to read a volume, and write raw table, silver table, gold table. Raw table is usually you read and write as is. You will not do any changes. Silver table is you can either drop the duplicates, or sometimes even you filter some rows, filter some null values, or you do some quality checks. That is there, this is there, this is there, this is the quality check. You may add some columns. Some additional timestamp columns, or from where you read, you may want to create a file. So there are some commands. If you don't know the even commands, don't worry, but you should ask a question. Listen, isn't it so beautiful? You can ask even ChatGPT, hey, how to add a column for a data frame. It will simply give you, okay, you have a data with example. But don't you think you need to know how to ask the question? You need
Yeah.
to know, oh, okay, I have a bronze layer. The silver layer I'm building, I'm doing a transformations. Transformation means add a column, drop a column, or convert this thing. You need to know the requirements clearly. Then ask the questions. How to do this, how to do this, how to do this, how to do this. Then you get the answers. So that analytical thinking, the architectural thinking, lead consultant thinking is important. Manasa. Lead and architecture does not mean you should be strong and you should be in 10 years. That is the old way. Now, you can tell to yourself you're an architect. Purma. You can tell to yourself you're a lead consultant. You're already lead consultant in your company. Now you can add, I'm also an architect. Learn the skills. What is architect? Architect is what are the different components, how things work, the whole set of things. Very good. Now we're going to see today and tomorrow. We'll touch high level how the SAP and Databricks is uniting together, and even how ServiceNow and Salesforce are collaborating together so that they can get their data. Then next, we also understand what is the distributed computing. So why this is powerful? Databricks says why this is powerful. Is it just a tool? No, these concepts are powerful, first of all. Nasira, in the beginning itself, we have thought, what is the main core of this whole, the technologies? The core of the technologies is, Purnima, storage and computing are separate. Your storage is anywhere the storage can be. Even now, the storage can be SAP. Compute means which computes. Read the data, analyze it, store it. The compute thing. Only two things will be there in any technology, mainly. In all other technologies, compute and storage is very close, tightly. If you take Oracle when it's processing, it's compute and this is not separate. Even though technically separate, but logically they're not separate. You cannot separate. You cannot put another storage and ask the Oracle to read. No, it needs to have its own storage. But whereas here, no. You can read CSV, you can read Parquet, you can read JSON, you can read some other formats, you can read SAP, you can read this one. So the compute, first concept. Any question on that? Vijay, any question on that? Comment on that? Vijay?
No, Srinivas, it is good.
It's clear, right? Brushing up, guys. Purima. Now come to the compute. Okay, storage is cool. You can put on S3, you can put on some disk cloud, mostly cloud, right? Right? So map it to volume. That's it. So all data is there in the volume. We're talking about data at rest. I'm not talking about data that is moving. Don't worry about streaming. Very few people really use as of now. Don't worry about streaming. Stream data at rest. So there in the disk it is mapped to volume. So why volumes, Purnima? Why not you go into S3? So volumes maintain the governance. It can know the permissions and volumes are mapped to the S3 or AWS, ADLS or Google with secure one time. And your processor running going to read it. So it comes under the governance of Unity Catalog. It knows who read it, what process read it, where it has written. It can write the lineage. Oh, this is where it is read. This is where it is read. It's a lineage. Tomorrow we'll talk even more about lineage. Shiva is a expert in it. He's going to even spend some time with us. Purnima, think simply, in a simplified way. Then where else is the power? Where else is the power? Subhashini, this computing is not a just computing. It's a distributed computing. Distributed computing. Purnima, why we need distributed computing? Why not just read the file and write? Why you need a distributed computing? Purnima?
For better performance,
Super.
for faster execution of query and better use of resources.
Yeah, as the data is growing, petabytes of data, terabytes of data, your process takes 24 hours, 48 hours, sometimes 10 hours. But your company needs that data. So how you process it, the data file is big, terabytes, petabytes even sometimes. Then another, you need to mix them, not just reading, right? You have one table, another table, you are joining. What is happening there? Purnima? Shuffle is happening. You are ordering it, matching them. So this is one mission, this is another mission, mixing it. So your process, if you use a single thread machines, it takes time. It's like one person doing it. How hard it is, one person doing it, Purnima, at home? If kids, you go to India,
More people, more help.
exactly, especially the men struggle a lot. At least women are great in multitasking. Nasira, one day it appear good. One day it appear good. Especially these kids, right?
Yeah, I agree with you.
One kid at least we can breathe. Two kids,
You cannot manage.
third mom, we can't even breathe. Same thing, but mom has a natural tendency to handle them, right? Yeah, exactly. That is, but at the same time, it won't be visible. It's very difficult for mom also if dad is traveling, because at least psychologically, some things, for a woman it's so difficult. These guys has to go out. Some emergency things comes. It's very difficult. So that's why this teamwork is important. So these technologies, you always need to be very clear why this technology is important. This is distributed computing. You need to have that in the mind. So what are the things you are working? You cannot say just I'm working as a data engineer. No, I'm a data engineer or architect in distributed computing. Distributed. Oh, then questions come, what are the distributed? In distributed computing, you'll have multiple machines. You may ask me why multiple machines. So computing is this way. First, one computer. Narsura, one computer earlier, only one thread will be there. There is no concept of multi-core. Multi-core means, quad core, four core. You heard, right, Manasa?
Yeah.
In your machines also, your laptops also. Have you heard the quad core?
Yes, Srini.
But you don't know. You always, I think, you're born after the quad core, right? You never heard. So, Narsara, we know, right? There was no core, Intel chip,
Yeah, there was no core, correct?
Only single core machines, all the single core.
Yeah, now we know 7, 8, yeah.
Exactly. The multi-core means they can do parallel thing. Even GPU is also multi-core. Okay, so you take a machine, it will have multi-core. It means if there are four core, they can run four tasks. But again, one machine will have 100 cores. It can do 100 tasks. But you want to do 1,000 tasks. What do you do, Vijay? Vijay?
There should
One
be
mission
like
is a maximum 100 cores. Okay. 100 tasks it can do parallelly. Now you have more, even 1,000, you have 1,000 tasks. Each task run 1 hour, suppose. What do you do?
multiple machines and
That's good. Common sense. Nothing magic, guys. 1 mission, 2 missions, 3 missions, 4 missions, 10 missions. You have an option: 10 missions, 1 hour, or 5 missions, 2 hours, or 4 missions, like that, 2.5 hours. Right? It's like a just a project management type work. So that's how these clusters of missions will come. Now, Databricks also given an option. Okay, you don't need to worry about how many missions, etc. We'll give you a concept called serverless. We'll figure it out. We know the data, and as you're computing, suddenly we'll add more machines, less machines. So you don't need to worry. So serverless also option is also there. But there are some companies where they haven't adopted serverless yet. Then you may be working with team, with administrators. My job is running more, I think. New data is coming. In our testing, we understood 2 missions are not sufficient. We need 4 missions, like that. Those are the servers. So there's a called cluster computing. It is also called cluster computing. Again, right? It's a distributed computing. It's a distributed computing. Distributed computing is done with multiple machines. They're called cluster computing. Cluster. Yes. When there is a cluster, don't you think you need a leader? Is it? If there are 4 people team, don't you think you need a team lead?
yeah,
Why you need team lead, Vijay?
to distribute the work and,
Properly manage it, So if they say a 4-node cluster, it's not 4 missions. Actually, there is one more mission, 1 leader and 4 missions. So this is called master mission, master node, and 4. If I say, Nasimra, 10 node missions, 10 node cluster, what does it mean? It's a 10 plus 1. Please use that notation.
Yeah.
Okay. So 1 is master node. The master node just distributes. It understands. It's like a driver. Okay, you do this, you do this, you do this. This. We'll talk some of those concepts. So this technology is great because it's a distributed computing. You can scale horizontally the computing. It can handle any amount of data, any amount of data. It can be anything, petabytes. It can be any. But anyway, business needs not everyone every day, every hour work on petabytes of data. Suddenly there may be spikes. Now that's where it need elastic computing. Elastic computing means so that it costs money, right? All these machines, it costs the money. So we have 5 missions every day. You may not be running 5 missions. You may be running 2 missions for 1 job. Again, Purima, you may have multiple jobs. This is marketing job running. This is sales job is running. This is financial job is running. But don't you think this needs a cluster, this needs a cluster, this needs a cluster? Even you will have multiple clusters. Databricks allows up to 500 clusters. You can, at a time, you can run 500 jobs at a time. A pipeline, this whole cluster. At a time. Even now they are extending it to multiple. Any questions on this before I share some slides? Any questions so far? Purnima, Manasa, Charvi, Subhashini, Bhuvana? Questions? Manasa, any questions?
No, Srini, I'm good.
Okay. Vijay, any questions so far?
no, Srinivas, I'm good.
Okay, excellent. So this is going to grow, and having one technology side, it always helps. So where is this? Where I'm coming. Okay. I think you started getting used to this interface, right, Purnima?
Yes,
So,
Srini, a little bit, yes.
Subhashini, you also started understanding that. So this is workspace
Yeah,
where
sure.
you'll be writing your notebooks. You're already, right, started seeing, right? You'll have your own workspace users. They can be multiple users. It will be your name type. You can organize your folders, code, etc. Right? You can create folders, your notebooks. Notebook means it appear like that. File means it appear like a Python file. You can create some queries. Of course, you can do from here also. But mainly your PySpark code will be here, notebook and file. And sometimes you can even mount the Git. Suppose I put Git. See how it shows? Vijay? See, Git means where you store your code. GitHub. So Git URL, who is a Git provider like GitHub, different Gits will be there. Any folder name. Then if there's a secure Git, you'll be giving your token. Your administrator will help you to give a secure token so that the whole code will be appeared here. And even whatever your code, it will go to that Git directly. Suppose some public Gits, you can mount. You see here, I think I did this here. This is pipeline source code. This is pipeline. Maybe some public Git, suppose any Git you take. Let me saw. Spark code labs. Databricks labs means they will have some research projects, etc. This is okay. This type of code. See here, the whole code came here. Please see here. Do you see, Nasimra? Do you see this? See Databricks labs.
Yep.
There is a folder. They have a lot of codes, sample codes they will give you, or your own company code will be there, right? So your DQX, Databricks came up with some code called Databricks quality related. See here, went here. This whole folder has come, you see. Now you see, I can go to Python. Whatever you are seeing, that code will be here. See, now DB, see here. You see this here, master, main. These are the Git things. So here, look here, Git folder. I again put another DQX. What happened? Limitations, remote GitHub disallowed. In your workspace, ask support, go unlock my repo. Maybe some restrictions they put. It's okay. But you have seen this example like that. Okay. So don't worry about it. Just getting familiar with this. Folders you can create, Git folder, notebooks you can create. File means just, you can write it as a Python, whole thing without cells. You can write your Python code. So it appear like a .py extension. If it is, go back. Notebook, it appear like, these cells. It's all good. Workspace recents is all about how whatever you are opening recently. Okay. Manasa, what catalog shows? Catalog? Catalog is Unity catalog. What it contains?
It shows all the data we collect in the form of volumes, the schemas.
So let's put it's a metadata. Data about metadata means about uh, first catalog, right? So your organizations may have many catalogs, sales catalogs. Suppose you right? Where is this? This is create a catalog, right? You may have a sales catalog, right? Is a standard catalog you'll be creating. For means, you can, Nasimra, suppose SAP doesn't give access, but some MySQL database, even every database has its own catalog, right? Catalog means nothing but a list of tables, list of
Yeah,
schemas and tables.
right.
These tables also you can create the catalog here. So you can see what tables exist in that MySQL so that you can query from there directly. So this is a standard. You'll be creating. So you'll be creating a sales catalog, right? So by default, they will give some data information about that catalog itself, some information. But this particular catalog, why we use catalog, Vijay, Purnima? Catalog is like for a governance. So under this catalog, you will have schemas. Now, uh, usually sales will be schema, but sometimes catalogs can be your compare. Under sales also, you may have a different schemas. What is that? Like a sales raw. Sales raw is the schema. You want to keep a raw tables here, right? You can have that. So this sales, right? Under sales, you may have another sales refinery, which is a branch, which is silver, sorry. Then you have sales AGG or gold, right? You may have this one, right? So this will help you to organize. It's on organizing the things. But again, this is schema. And the schema, many times you'll have tables and views. Purnima? Tables and views. But what else this can have? See, not only table, please observe, it can have volumes. It can have even AI models. AI models. So volumes are nothing but the folders, right? Where you store the unstructured data. What is the difference between tables and volumes, Manasa? Tables store the structured data, where you can put the data, insert, update, delete, etc. But the volumes doesn't contain tables. Volume contains CSV files,
Unstructured.
JSON files, Parquet files, some other, right? Whatever, the sales, data, you might say, sales input data. Input. So please see sales. Then it's all about files. Upload this volume, or somebody write it. You get through FTP. Somebody push it through FTP. It's like a disk, but it has security. It has security. See, the permissions are there. What files it has, what details it has, a lot of things it can have. You can create the new directory under input data. You may have the sales input data. Daily data, it will come here. Then you may have monthly data, right? Where is this? Create data. Monthly data, right? It may appear small, but I'm refreshing. Vijay, hope this helps you just to get the, Vijay,
Yes.
refreshing your mind in a simplified way, right?
Yeah.
It appeared now even much better, right? A few weeks back, it was a little bit confusing. What is the volume? What is this? And now at least you can able to connect the data. And, that's correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Purnima, what for we use volumes?
To store data, unstructured data.
Exactly. Even sometimes you may write, your users may want some files instead of tables. You may write the sales raw. You may read and do something. You may write. So where is that? Sales raw. Is that sales input data? Okay. Sales raw may have sales output volume. Right? Your company may be sending some data. What is it? Health sales. You want to some to vendors, that vendor, this vendor. Nasira, you send a lot of data, right? For the healthcare vendors, the insurance.
Yeah,
Huh?
we do send a lot of data. We do get a lot of data.
Yeah.
So it's equivalent to the volumes, right? Basically, before it comes to SAP. So the one that goes out, the middle layer where you still, right? It's equivalent to volumes, actually.
Correct, exactly. Super. It really helps to have that relating yourself, relating to your existing knowledge. It's all structuring the things and with permissions. It's so important, guys. So important. Super. What else here? Right? See the beauty. We already started writing using jobs. Now, okay, we have catalog, we have tables, we have schemas. Tables can be created, tables can be written, tables can be read. We already started doing this. Through process also we do. Through process also we do. You remember we have done daily hours. Sample data. See, there is a lineage. Tomorrow, Shiva will talk about this. Right? See here. Different aspects are the lineage. How upstream, downstream. Lineage means from where it is coming. It's all these things. So tomorrow we'll discuss that lineage. There are a lot of information will be there. Overview means what are the columns and the data types, sample data, because it has to sell the compute. Details of the what is the when it is created, who created it, what is the table ID, what type of it is, who uploaded. Even it will have even where is the location, etc. Then the permissions on the tables, history, what happened to this table, Nasira, beautiful. When it is created, when it is updated, every change has a versions. Every change has versions. So for material use, they may not be giving, but for the what do you call it, streaming tables, they give the history. For materialized use, its history is not available. But for streaming tables, they give regular tables. They give. I think tomorrow Shiva will talk more about that. Versions. So beauty here, Nashara, suppose you update, you created 30 days back, you updated 10 days back, you did a lot of data changes. Somehow your team, your company felt, oh, we did some mess up last 15 days with the data. So what do you guys do in SAP in that type of scenario?
We have, the scheduled backup of the table. So we basically, we can restore to that particular date or time. Actually, it happened last week.
Uh-huh.
The SQL database, got, basically corrupt. Users could not log into, SAP at all, right? They could not do it. So basically, we took the last
Hmm.
backup, and basis system admins, restored to that point. Actually, like 8 hours ago, right? It's the same thing, like what you're saying, Srini.
Exactly. Purima, you also see that experience, right? You maintain databases, correct?
Yes, Srini. Yeah, we whenever anything is corrupted, we go back to a certain point where the database was in a clean state,
Correct.
and then we start from there.
So here in the cloud world, as the data is so big, eh, you will have backups, but it's very expensive to bring through backups. So that's where Databricks these tables have a mechanism called time travel. This is you can roll back to the versions. So the tables, every change is a version, like a version control, like a code created, updated, this thing. Not every row type. See, once you update it, that is one event. Today we updated this table. Maybe we might have update 100 rows. In 2 days back we did some deletes. 3 days back we did some updates. So every event is a version. So versions will be tracked. So you have an option in the table level itself, without going in the database level. The table you can roll back to the versions. You can roll back. We'll talk about that tomorrow. So those are the history will help. Super. Quality metrics, when you apply that in your code, expect all those things. The quality metrics also will be there. So very much basically catalog is a metadata. It's called Unity catalog because you can create many catalogs. Also, you can create catalogs for other systems like MySQL catalog, SQL Server catalog, different catalogs you can mount here. You can see the tables. You can able to even access those tables from here. From here, you can able to connect. Beautiful. Next, Purnima, why we are doing jobs and pipelines? Jobs and pipelines. Of course, compute, I will go here. Compute, they have given you serverless, but in the real, they will give you another option for you. The clusters where you can create your clusters. Tomorrow we'll show there is another system. If possible, before we wrap it up today itself, I'll show you. In this free version, they are not giving. So they give only this serverless, whereas you can create your own clusters. So that option also they'll give. So vector set is about Gen AI related vector set. Apps means you can even build general web applications on top of Databricks using some other database called Lakebase. They're coming up with a new way of building, easy way of building web apps also. Don't worry about this for now. So this is just a compute. You have only serverless. You can have a clusters also. A marketplace, for now, don't worry. Marketplace means you are a partner of Databricks. You can publish your data sets. Different companies can publish data. Your customer can, rather your company can buy the data. It's like a data applications. So you can check, oh, you need some data, Moody's or NASDAQ, S&P Global. They may have some data. They are selling all this data. You can buy some data for them. So usually for machine learnings and AI, apart from your data, see, models have some general knowledge. Then your data to do some task, but you might need some market data. Nasira, you see, even Walmart, when they are doing shipping, etc. It helps them to have a weather data because they will be traveling, right? Especially in the snow areas. They need to know the snow conditions to planning them their transportation. So that they mix the weather data with their destinations. So that type of data in the marketplace we can buy from these companies. So that's why these companies, S&P, different providers, they work with Databricks and publish their apps, uh, different areas. You don't have to worry about this. But at least what is marketplace you need to know. Any questions on that, Nasra? You're good on that?
Yeah, we can understand. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Compute, okay, you'll be there. So this is where, guys, you'll be also spending a lot of time. Okay. I think you're already familiar with this, Subhashini, right? You're already, Purnima. So here you see two things. You are familiar with this, right? The central one, you've been using it. ETL pipeline, you're building the DLT, Delta Live Tables, right? There is another, there is another ingestion pipeline. Ingestion means you're really connecting to the external things. So your admin will help you to connect to the Salesforce. Want to connect to the Salesforce? So Salesforce, you can pull the data. One option is you pull the data. Second option is there is a concept called zero copy. Zero copy means you won't pull the data. You will only run and analyze directly. And once you out of the system, your data will not be there in the Databricks. If needed, you can pull and put the data. But the data even you can analyze directly from there. We analyze it and create a dashboards, and that's it. The data is still there in the source system. Sometimes say, okay, you connect to that and pull the data directly. So they won't push it for you. They won't push it. Databricks itself can pull it. So service, these two are famous. SQL Server anyway. You might have some SQL Server. You'll be connecting some Oracle Server, that type of thing. Google Analytics, but ServiceNow. Every company has ServiceNow, right? More or less, Purnima, Vijay. So ServiceNow related data, Salesforce, the companies. Now this is big, guys. This is becoming really, really big. Nasira, good news. This is already in general. Now it's picking up. 2026 is going to be prime for SAP Business Data Cloud, connecting to the SAP Business Data Cloud. I'll spend 5-10 minutes, quickly give you some idea on that. Okay, SAP. Before even I give that, don't worry about these things. Okay, this is just how you want to manually upload to your volume from your local machine. When you're doing developments, usually you won't do that. Somebody will write it, but you want to upload some files to the volume manually. Purima, we ran some programs and created some synthetic data, or somebody may FTP it, somebody might export or map it from S3. But during development, you might really load some file into you can upload just like a attachment. Then there are a lot of other things you see here. Connectors. Oh, there are thousands of connectors. So don't worry. Don't get scared. Don't get scared. You can connect to anything in the world. That is what it is. So that is the power of the platform. So in your company, they may not be using a lot of things. So this is not very, very common. So, but just get some idea about it. Let's get into SAP database, guys. SAP database is going to be big. There are a lot of people really excited about this. This is real. Okay. SAP, Nasira, anything you can say 1 minute about SAP to our team? Anything you want to say?
Yeah, SAP is the prime or the most dominant ERP application that's been existing for the last 30 years now. So it's a dominant ERP application. I think 70% of the big customers are in SAP. They process various areas of the business, right? Finance, marketing, HR, payrolls, all that stuff, right? Including time and attendance and all that, right? So that's why it's one of the dominant force in the market, okay, across the globe, actually.
Absolutely. It is a great platform, definitely. And last 25 years, many consultants really build a great career in it. Nasira, how long you are working in SAP, Nasira?
It's around 20 years now, sir.
Oh, super. See, 2 decades.
Yeah, just
On technology giving a great career. It's awesome. Uh, It's still doing great. Only thing is, there is a rates pressure. Everywhere it is there, right? Rates pressure, right? And now even SAP itself doing a lot of upgrades, migrations, all those things is happening. Uh, but at the same time, there are new, the SAP has great data, great insights, supply chain, HR, all this data. Getting insights about that data is very, very challenging. Operational, it's amazing. So they themselves has created SAP Business Data Warehousing, some other tools. But there are some challenges because they are not open technologies, and they purchased business objects. Those technologies have a lot of challenges to process a lot of big data. So traditionally, then what companies are doing is a ecosystem started building outside SAP for analytics. Still, SAP does that particular operations. HR and finance and supply chain. It's unbeatable. Of course, competitor is Oracle, very small player. But this data that now people start something like Snowflakes, Databricks, some Oracle analytics, some other analytics, all the things. They started getting data from SAP, some customer owned storage, taking the data and putting into S3, some other databases, connecting to ADBC, JDBC, pulling some data because SAP also uses Oracle, right? Oracle, it uses some manual export the data and put it somewhere, manual file transfers. They are doing that type, then started analyzing it into open technologies last few years. Then these things have also some replication technologies came. Okay, exporting JDBC, all these things. Instead, little bit of efficient things came. Like change data capture. Suppose you update the row, how you get that row immediately. So replication pipelines have come. Many things started coming here. But if something goes wrong in the pipelines, what is happening with SAP, it's very challenging to know. You need to go to the experts. Also, the SAP didn't like it. They have some regulations, SAP, when they taking the data moving for auditability sake, security sake, because the whole company operations secrets will be there in SAP. It's a very sensitive data, right, Nasara? It's very sensitive data.
yeah, there's a lot of restrictions, but I think they're opening up now,
Correct. But at least they started putting restrictions on, hey, we don't want to say, allow this data go to your own systems. So then there is a lot of restrictions. There are legal restrictions. So then they came up with solution. They said, hey, don't go to SAP directly. In between, we will build a called SAP Business Data Cloud. Business Data Cloud. We'll get that data to our business data cloud in a much, much better formats, much better efficient formats, not SAP. Though SAP is efficient for OLTP, online transaction processing. You need data in a different way. We'll bring it. We call it as SAP Business Data Cloud, BDC. Right, Nasara, you want to share anything? What you heard about BDC?
Yeah, so they're building actually, I think it's already started. They're investing a lot of money, a lot of research is going on. So they're building, business data, cloud infrastructure. It's a middle layer from where, all the open technologies, can extract the data. Basically, SAP pushes the data to that, cloud warehouse, and then from there, data can be accessed, easily. That's what they're, investing a lot of money.
Exactly. Beautiful. They said we'll go this way. This is SAP, right? Whatever. From there, we will build a one box. We call it as SAP Business Data Cloud. Business Data Cloud. Package all SAP applications into Data Cloud. Don't worry about this. You never understand. This is German. You need 20 years. Still it's a black box. A lot of things, right? You guys do great. Still, do you know everything in SAP? Nasira?
No, sir. Actually, yeah, it's like a little black box in some areas. Yeah.
It's a ocean, right? It's like a Atlantic Ocean, or Pacific Ocean, So don't worry about it. We know. We run them Joule agents or intelligence agents. We bring them in a curated, context-rich. You want sales in this way, that way, this way. We'll bring it. And they have small other applications. Their own applications also to analyze. But a lot of companies have Databricks. Purnima, your company has Databricks. Company has SAP. Okay, don't try to bring it here. Instead, yes, we worked with Databricks and we build a open connectors, zero copy. SAP data into Databricks, zero copy. Use this word, guys, zero copy. Zero copy using delta sharing. There is another protocol in Databricks called delta sharing. Delta sharing, guys. Delta sharing. So the delta sharing, what it does is it make this data available to Databricks directly so that they can even analyze. Okay, if they want, they can take the data and write it here. That is okay. But many times you can analyze, have this compute here, storage here, something like that. So the delta share is a protocol. Delta share is a protocol. We'll talk about even more delta share later. Delta share is a protocol. So don't worry about these things. These things. Copying that, copying this, in between it fails, then data won't come. If data doesn't come 2 days, your data is stale. Instead, you have fresh data. You have fresh, up-to-date data. We'll do actually a kind of real time. Anything happen here, the data is available here in sub-second. Don't worry. We'll take care of this. Okay. You focus on, so your database clusters can read the file. Beautiful. Zero copy, no copying of the data. It's as if these two systems are side by side. It's like a S3. Databricks is talking to S3, Amazon S3. Databricks is talking to ADLS. Databricks is talking Google. Just connect directly. Purnima, any questions, first of all, at this point?
No, Srini.
Okay. Anyway, it's evolving. You don't have to know in depth now. It's just evolving. But for 2026, there'll be a lot of opportunities. If you're in Databricks, you may be working with a SAP Databricks area. So you need to work with people like Nashimara who knows all these things. So you'll be working. People who know both, they will have very good advantage. Next 3 years, lot of opportunities going to come. This and this. Now, interestingly, they also came up with their own Databricks also, inside also. Suppose a company doesn't have Databricks. A company doesn't have Databricks outside. They're the fresh customer, SAP customers. Nasira, fresh customer. See, this is for a company
Exist.
has SAP, company also have Databricks. Now this scenario is also there. See here. Suppose this is not there. Okay. So it is like a SAP Databricks. It will be there in SAP BDC Cloud. It's their own instance, their own Databricks. So you go to SAP Business Data Cloud, there and there you do it. Or some company may have both. Hey, lot of data we will secure data. We don't want this anything go out of SAP. We don't know once it goes where it goes. It's a zero copy. You can access it, but you may even write it. Once you can read, you may be able to write into gold. So then onwards where it goes, we don't know. In that case, say 80% of use cases, they might use this. 20% of use cases, they might use this. So this is the architecture is going. SAP Databricks, a native AI analytics engine for the SAP estate. It's also the same. It uses the same inside. Interestingly, Nasira, I don't know if you are aware of. Interestingly, behind the scene, even in the data cloud, they are using all the open formats like Delta Lake, like Parquet, how Databricks is using, even for this also.
I
Apart from,
see.
of course, yeah. Interestingly, they removed all these things. They started using.
Open technologies.
Okay. Okay, I'll do more research on it and share it to you. But it's evolving very fast now. A big ecosystem is getting built, right? So it will be definitely added further 2026 Nasira. Why? So two, one is inside and the outside. You ask me why both? Yeah, see, this serves a lot of a need because this serves other needs, right? It connect to the what you call Salesforce, it connect to this one, other data, a lot of things. Your company may have a lot of other needs. This one. So, so this is the architecture that is getting. I'll be sharing more information going forward. It's evolving. What is the data share? How it's being done? Uh, I'll share more information, Nasira. Probably let's take 4 weeks time. I'll share some information to you as an assignment. You can present it to your team. We'll guide you. How about that, Nasira?
Yeah, sure, sir. We can do that. Yeah, thank you.
But no rush. We'll take some time and we'll collect. SAP is giving a lot of information. Even Databricks it's all coming up. Only
Yeah, I
last.
read
Huh?
actually. Yeah, I got access to the Learning Hub, the SAP Learning Hub. I read this actually. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I bought this last year.
Huh.
I think it's still there. So yeah,
Hmm.
I read this whole thing actually. I think they already built it, the prototype applications already,
Correct.
they're offering actually. That's what I read.
Exactly. Then probably we'll work together. I want you to take up one session to our team. Okay.
Okay, so yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Excellent. Uh, okay. Vijay, any questions? Any comments? How does it sound?
Yeah, good.
Huh? Purnima, how does it sound?
Yeah, sounds good, Srini.
Okay. Charvi, Manasa, Bhuvana. Hope you get some idea. Don't get overwhelmed. Hmm?
That's really
Okay. Excellent, guys. That's a brief. Okay. Super awesome. How we're doing on time? Another 10 minutes. Okay. Super. So jobs and pipeline, this is important. Now, another thing is you're not aware of this, correct? Purnima? Purnima might know because she was with us. Manasa, do you know what is this?
The task which we are going to do.
What is this? You are aware of this? How this works? Okay, let's do quickly.
Madam.
Okay. So this is a general orchestration tool, I guess. Please look here. Orchestrate notebooks, pipelines, queries, and more. You're already seen when you click these pipelines. See, all these are running. You're doing already Radiant Advanced. You remember these things? See, it's under jobs and pipelines only. But good thing is this one, to do this, you just simply went and created a ETL pipeline, start sample code, not start from empty file, then you started running it. It's packaged very well. But there is a general way of orchestrating your notebooks. Manasa, when I say orchestrate your notebooks means your notebooks are nothing but some code. It is reading and writing, reading and writing. The DLT is more efficient way of doing it. But sometimes everyone may not do that efficient way. Even they want to do some simple tasks with small utilities, even general way also. So this is where the your job is nothing but a series of tasks. Series of, I'll not use the, or let's use the task. But tasks in Spark is different. Task in this context is different. Task means general, the way you say the tasks. So let me show you how it looks like. Suppose I already created. I have simple, go to task pipeline, workflow jobs. See, I created three tasks. Purnima, Nasimara, Vira, uh, sorry, Manasa. Okay, I've created three tasks. Simple, they can be read and write, they can be some messaging update, whatever is it. Think these are task one, task two. These are notebooks. To show you how they are, this will be like this. I have a data, simple data, an array, Alice and Bob and son. What these are the columns. I can create a data frame. Don't worry about the syntax. Just I can create a data frame with this data and with these columns, and I'm showing. I can able to create this, right? So I will even file edit, notebook. I'm clearing all the cells out so that you don't know anything. Okay. I have the task one. I have task two. This is also similar thing. I have two. This is also, I did little bit of select. I'll give this notebooks. Some filtering. I'm filtering some age 25. So see here, it filtered. I dropped some with column. I added some columns, senior, and did something. And I created a view, did some select also. So something small, a group by conditions, aggregate, created another. This one, I did some joins also. This is task. I will remove the outputs. Clear output, run, clear outputs. Okay. Nothing is there, right? You don't see anything, any output here. How about task 3? I have task 3, a simple range function, a Python range function, 1 to 20, ranging at 2. So it start with 3, where is the output? 1, 3, 5, skipping every 2 steps and running it. Okay, simple, a data frame with the Spark data range. This is also simple toy way of creating data frames. We'll give you some documentation for this also. Don't worry much. Try to understand high level, guys. Okay. Think like architect, think like a lead. Okay. I think that's how even Vijay and Nasir are seeing the class. Okay. They're getting some idea. Okay. When architects and leads, what they do is they get idea and use it when needed. It's the same. Purnima, right? Last year also you attended the session. You got a good idea. Then at your company you want to implement it. They are going a little bit slow, but now you are refreshing. Even now it looks even much better, right? Better
Right.
update. Correct.
Yes.
But you are progressing, right? Correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely, you have task 1, task 2, task 3. No, 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 Narsira, the question is now how you run this, how you schedule in the night, or how you run this task simultaneously. Right? First, I want to run task 1. After task 1 is successful, I want to run task 2 and task 3 parallel. Task 2, task 3, I want to run parallel after task 1. Or sometimes you may have first finish task 1, next finish task 2, next. It can be series, it can be parallel. That is what orchestration is, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. Now I'm going here. You see, create a job. It's a now job because job is a collection of tasks. Job, I call it as a, what is the name? Give some name. Purima, give some name for this task, for this job. Okay. Let's say Diwali Dhamaka. Okay.
Data flow or something. Yeah.
Okay. Diwali Dhamaka data flow. Okay. 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 So look here. It has job details. Look here, job ID. So this job, this is the name of the job. This is the name of the job. Job ID, who is creating this, who is going to run this, some description you want to add. What do you want to say, Purima? This job runs during Diwali. Okay. Just some fun name. Okay. Linear, no lineage information for this job at this time. So performance optimized, this all okay. Schedule, when you want to run it, add a trigger, you can run when you want to run it. Schedule, file arrival, table alert, continue, run it scheduled. Let's say schedule, we'll run manually first. If there is any parameters, does the job take some inputs or something, etc., some tags, some notification when you want to send it to someone, all these things we'll see later. See, okay, look here, add your first task. They already given a sample notebook, run a notebook or something. I click this. Okay. Name of the task. What is the task? Diwali task 1, suppose. This is my friendly name, task 1. It's a notebook. What type of task this is? See, notebook. Notebook is a Python notebook. See here, there are many things. Usually notebooks and Python scripts you will run. Sometimes you can run SQL also. See, you can use even nested loop, etc. Some other even SQL functions also you can run. But right now focus on Python and notebook and Python. Python script means just a file, Python file. Oh, sorry. Okay, no, it's a notebook. I'm using notebook. The source is workspace. Your source also workspace or Git, right? Where will be your code, Purima? I shown you, right? Either in workforce or Git. Okay. So let's say workforce. Let's say select the notebook. Where is that? Your notebook. You have this path, right? Where is that pipeline? User, where is my workflows? Where is my class, right? Class, okay, under class, workflow jobs, right? Task 1, you've seen this, right? Purnima? I created this. You are using, how you are running it, you are using serverless. In your company, sometimes they may use some other system also, serverless or cluster, right? There are some other parameters right now. Don't worry. Sometimes this task might use some Python libraries. It might take some parameters, some how many times if it fails you want to run it. Those things you can explore later. I'm saving this. Create a task, guys. This is okay. This is good. I'm adding another task. This is task 1. Adding another task. Another also notebook task. See here, already dependency came. The name came. Okay. Manasa, what is the task name? This is
Diwali.
sorry. Diwali task 2. Or you said Dhamaka. Okay. 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 After this blast, you need to blast this. Okay. It's a notebook. Workspace. So path, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Task 2. Correct. Serverless. See here, there is a depends on it. This depends on this, right? So look here. Depends on this task. This task. See here. By default, all succeeded. It means this will run after this is succeeded. Right? Sometimes you can run, even if this fail also, you can run this. Sometimes. It's up to you. It means you are saying run this only if this is successful. If this fails, don't run this. Okay. Next, one more task I'm doing. Are we running in series? Or task 2, task 3, we agreed we'll run it parallel, right? Right? Manasa, task 3, you want to run after task 2 or parallel to task 2?
We need to specify. You're asking that, Srini, or you're asking how it goes?
No. What is the requirement? We agreed to run in parallel.
Yeah.
Task 2, task 3. Class. That is the requirement. We agreed. So
Okay.
let's see here. So Damakazi 3, this is the task, serverless, but it depends on terms 2. No, it depends on 1. So I'm removing this. It depends on 1. See here, I'm creating it. Okay, it looks good for me. See the map. Nasira, Vijay, does it look good? This is what you do, right? Workflow?
Yeah, workflows only. Yeah. Once the first task finishes, it triggers, the next 2 tasks, basically.
Exactly. So this is parallel. Beautiful. Yeah, you're running. You run now. See here. Run now. Run now. We'll run it. Is it triggered? Run parameter. You can view that run. You can view that. How you click this? Where is it? What is the Diwali?
Fourth.
Third one, right? Third
Okay.
one.
Yeah, it's running. See here. Where is it? Hold on. Runs. Okay, that run I'm clicking. I'll show you again. See here? It's running. Beautiful. It is already done, succeeded. This is running in parallel. Vijay, you like it?
Yeah, love it.
Okay, super. See, this is running. Beautiful. This succeeded. Status complete, succeeded. So this ran, this job, each job may have a run. It may run again, right? It ran now. Run ID. right? So this task has run. This task has, you can see here what happened to this. Now if I click this, it will give you, see, now it gave we cleared those output, right? See, for this run, this notebook ran, and this is the output. If there is an error out, you can even see if it errored out, why it errored out, all these things. Run ID. For that run ID, this is the task. This task 3. Wrap it up in 5 minutes, guys. See here, it ran. This is the task 3. It created a range. It's simple. The task 3. Okay. Task. Okay. I don't know why it shuffled. Maybe. But it's okay. It's a parallel. Okay. It ran. It ran. It created a data frame. It selected this. It is showing. It filtered. It removed. It added another column. It dropped that column. It created another temp view. It selected. And it's a grouping. It's taking df and grouping name with count, and doing aggregation also. All right, and also it created another data frame. They are doing a join, inner joins. This I put as some source. Don't worry about this. Okay. So beautiful. High level, guys. Rasira, any comments? Looks good.
Yeah, this looks good, sir. Thank you.
So it means in anything you write, you can do all combinations of it. When you're authoring this, you can rerun. You can run again. See, run now with the different settings. You can give a different parameters or run without parameters also. You can see the runs. Now the new runs you can, sorry. See, a second run is running, it's already done. Second run is happening. Tamaka. See, 54, earlier 54 seconds it ran. This new run is also running. This is still running. This is blocked. This is blocked. Okay, this succeeded. Now they are running it. So this is a second instance of it. You see the list? This is already succeeded. This is all the task. It gives you a lot of options to see. See here, this already succeeded. This is running. This is already done. So when it ran, all the details it will give you. 11, 11.4. It has its own job ID, run ID when it launched, etc. So this will help you. So what is a summary? In Nasira, summary is, see here. If you create your own notebooks, your own scripts, you can author them into, you can orchestrate them in your own way. Or you want to do a little bit of more efficient way, a little bit of modern way. Yeah, use this declarative way. Create this table like that. You start an empty file. We've done this type of things. You create the transformations here. So here, when you're writing itself, it will give you an option to run. You see here? Run as a pipeline. Run as a pipeline. So here you can do multiple. Whereas if you go to notebooks, if you create a notebook, you can only just run here. Of course, you can do some scheduling. Here. Even you can able to run this, but there you are doing a multiple pipelines. So, but now imagine now mixing these two. Even you can mix this. Diwali, Dhamaka, data flow. You take this task. Now, after you finish this, suppose you want to add a task. Let me tell you. Instead of notebook, see, you can run what you called Python notebook, Python wheel, pipeline. Is it like a pipeline? That pipeline also you can run. See, pipeline. You remember the weather pipeline? Where is that weather pipeline? Oh, weather pipeline. Weather pipeline. See here. And weather. Weather. This is pipeline. Or I'll say DLT. Pipeline. Any dependency? When you'll run after task 2, suppose. See the beautiful. See here. Nasira.
Yeah.
See the beauty. So task 1, these two run it. After task 2 run the weather pipeline DLT. This pipeline DLT, the task, you can even run separately also. If you see the weather pipeline DLT is already, you have this. Where is weather pipe? See weather API DLT, right? This itself is again lot of tasks are there grouped, right? Correct? Now come there. Now Diwali Dhamaka data flow. No, where is that? Settings. Now see here, how many are there? These 3 runs, and after this is done, this will run. See the beauty. Okay, let it run. I think it will be done in a couple of minutes. We'll finish and go. Any questions as it is running? How does that look, Nasira, for you?
It looks very good, sir. We do it all the time, obviously in different technologies, but yeah, this is very regular thing. Yeah.
You can relate it to what you're doing, right?
Right.
Now look here. Purnima, I think we haven't tested like this before, right? But now you see here, if this is, once this is done, it is blocked still. See here, this is running. These are done. Now you can click this and can see what is happening with it in a bigger sense, because that is a pipeline. So you can do mix and match. It's like you go to Chaurasta. Nasira, welcome to Dallas again. This time we'll call a few folks also here. Maybe Purnima join for lunch or dinner.
Yoshini.
Nasira is dinner. So let's plan a trip. So it's a mix and match. So you have general task, notebook task running, and this is pipeline. It's a bigger one. It is running. Of course, if it has to create its own infrastructure, like a, yeah, somebody's asking some question.
I have a question, Sunika. So
Yeah.
here in this parallel execution, can we assign a priority to a specific tasks, or that can be done? Or like one more question is like, suppose in this parallel execution, can I hold any of the task?
Yeah.
Or like that.
You can put conditions.
Okay.
That's where when you order, even when you do the job, when you add tasks, you have a lot of options. Retries, not notification, parameters. Let me say. Maybe we'll talk tomorrow. No? There are options, there are conditions, all the conditions in the workflows. If this fails, don't run this, or run this, all the conditions.
Okay.
It is running now. This also done. See, it has its own map. Look here. Now see what the mix and match you can do. You know, This is like a buffet, Vijay. You can do anything. Any condition you this, but you put certain conditions. That's it. Basic conditions. Anything you want to add, Narsara, on this to our team?
Yeah, I think this is great, sir. We do it all the time in real time, jobs, right?
Excellent.
Yeah. So, but everything is possible. You can add the priority, conditions, preconditions, post conditions. You can also, I think,
Right.
yeah, do a lot of things. Yeah.
Yeah. Those things are available. Vijay, I'll share more on this. But first, I want to give a glance of it, a feel of it. Oh, okay. Now, Manasa, you're understanding. I can create notebooks, I can create pipelines, I can attach them as a big job, or I can run pipelines separately. I can run. You can do whatever you want to do. Your notebooks are tasks, your pipelines are different tasks. All these things you can manipulate it. So it's like a recipe. When you're making a dish or anything, first you need to know how to cut onions. You learn how to cut onions. You learn how to cut meat. You learn how to cook rice. You learn how to cut something. Then how to put oil. Then mixing it. Finally, you need to make. Your goal is to make the dish, right, Manasa? Your goal is to make a chicken curry, but it has different part, right? Cutting chicken, all those stuff. Manasa,
Yes.
do you know how to make chicken curry?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, super. Okay, great. You need to call us, right?
Sure, Srini.
Okay, excellent, guys. Any questions? Any comments? How do you feel, Vijay? How do you feel? Super.
Good, Srini. Good.
Nasira, we're doing good.
Yeah, super. Very good. Yeah, thank you.
Purima, you feel comfortable?
Yes, really. It's good.
Excellent. This is already good. Bhuvana, Charvi, Manasa, feel good?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Srini.
Super. I'll upload this by end of today. Tomorrow we have a session. We'll also, I think we'll wrap it by 11. Thank you guys staying back. Take care. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.